Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a small review, not much, but just to look at it, and a build on an RTA. Been vaping on it for about a week and I wanted to share it with you because it's a really inexpensive RTA to get started with. So today we're going to take a look at the Merlin RTA by Augvape. Okay, as I mentioned above, I've actually found a super good find that is good for beginning builders and people that like tanks, but they want to get into maybe like an RTA. And this is what I found. It's called, it's from Augvape. It's the Merlin RTA. This is the user manual, and this is the box that it comes in. It's kind of hard to see, but it comes with extra pieces and extra glass, some spare O-rings and screws and things of that nature. With the instructions, it actually gives you pictures of how to build it. This can be built as a dual or a single coil. I've actually been using it for about a week and I'm using it on single coil and it works perfectly. So I did check that and I thought that, that might be helpful, especially like I said, for beginning builders. It's very easy to fill. It is a top fill and it'll give you pictures on that as well on how to fill it from the top. Always make sure that you're going to be closing your juice flow holes, which we'll go over more in the tutorial. But I think that this is really good, especially for beginners, because number one, you're only using one coil. And number two, it's still like a tank. So it should help everybody out a little bit. This is actually what the base looks like. If you notice, it's only on one side rather than in the middle like other RDAs or RTAs. And then it's got these little juice wells. This is the holes for the juice flows. And you stick your cotton down in the sides. Now it does come with a little adapter pin here, like a 510 pin, and that you can put in there. It's got a smaller diameter hole, and that's more for like mouth to lung. So if you're doing mouth to lung and you want to get into an RTA, this would be a good start because it does restrict it. I did pull it out because I'm actually a direct lung vapor, so it was too restrictive for me. But it's got the same velocity deck as all the other ones. And so I thought that we'd go ahead and try to build on this and see what it is. This is actually the tank, and it does come apart. This is, like I said, it was a top fill tank. See? Top fill. Those are the two big holes that you would pour the juice down. It does come off further. You can unscrew it and actually change the glass. This one actually came with the smoke glass, but I put on the clear one because it's easier to see your juice at that point. It does come with the drip tip that is not removable. You can't change it out, but I really like the feel of it. It looks kind of weird, but it works very well. So I think that you'll enjoy that as well. So we'll go ahead and we'll put that aside. And I've got the base right here, so I'm going to put the base right on my ohm reader so that we can go ahead and build the coil on it. And again, I told you that I'm just going to build a single coil because it is for single coil as well. As long as it's over that airflow hole in the middle, you're good to go. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'll put that down for a second. Now, the only difference in building in this one is that the coils do have to be, because it's a single coil, it will have to be kind of wide to fit over the airflow and also to take up the surrounding area. So it will have to be a bigger coil. I am going to be using a 4.0 jig to wrap the coil, and we're going to be wrapping it with some alien wire. And this is just some wire I've already cut. It's about maybe like 6-7 inches of wire. I did cut it a little bit more. And this is what I got it from. And I just cut a piece off. That's how I have it. Now, as I've mentioned in previous videos, you can buy the coils already built and use them. You don't have to build the wires. Oh, I like doing it, so that's why I do. But this is like an alien coil that was pre-built that I purchased already built up. I'm hoping it's going to focus. And it's already built. So all you would have to do is just basically just stick it in there, turn your screws, and you're done with that. But I want to do my own, so I'm actually going to be wrapping my own today. Like I do every day. So what we want to first do is get the wire. And I'm going to go ahead, and I'm not left-handed, so I got to put it here. I'm trying to put the camera closer, so of course, you know, I can't really see, and there's not very much space. But that was one of the recommendations from my previous video, so I want to try to accommodate that. So I'm going to do like I would any other, except for this time I'm actually going to do it by hand. And I'm actually going to eyeball it to see how many wraps I want, because I'm not sure. This is the first time I'm building it with the alien wire. So I've already got one wrap. Oops, sorry, out of camera. 2 wraps. 3 wraps there. 4 wraps. Sorry, but the wire's long. That's 4. I'm trying to hold it to keep it tight. And that would be 5 wraps. And I think 5 wraps should do it for me. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it here. Make sure it's tight. And then we'll take it off of the jig, which is going to be hard because of the shape of the wire, but I'll put it in the other side and just squeeze it together. And what I'm going to do is take my cutters, and I'm going to cut some of this off because it's really long, to make it easier. I'm going to hold this so it doesn't go flying. There we go, there's the extra piece. And we're going to fix it once we have it on the device, of course. So I'm just going to pull it, make it a little bit tighter. And let's go ahead and put it on. I'm going to try to put it on with you seeing it. But it's going to be, my hand's probably going to be in the way. So I'll try to do this one up. Just like any other one, I'm going to do the top. And screws needs to be pulled out a little bit more. So let me go ahead and do that. Everybody's watching TV in the background. That's what you're hearing. Let's go ahead and take that out more because it's a thicker wire. Now let's try it again. Go ahead and put that in. Again, I said I'm doing it in camera, so it's kind of hard to see. But let's try to get that one and get this one in. Kids fighting over a show. That's always good in the background. I'm sure you want to hear that. Let's go ahead and put that in. There we go. I'm just going to get some pliers to help me pull it through. There we go. One side and the other side. And it's also helping me tighten them out. There we go. And that's what the back looks like. I'm just going to go ahead and tighten that up. The right size. That's why I love these things, because it's always got the right size in it. Tighten that. Turn it around. You see it? It's right there. I'm just going to I only keep that in so I can keep it in place while I'm tightening the coils. Just make sure I tighten that in more. Oops. There we go. Sorry. Yeah. Again, on camera, not as easy. My finger's in the way. I know, I'm sorry. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm checking to see how much space is between the posts and the coil, and it's kind of close. So I'm just going to pull it out while it's still on the jig to make some space. And it also tightens up the wire as well. So now it's in, and I hope you can see it. It's in, it's spaced. We're going to clean them up when we heat them up and fire them, because we do want to fire them before we put the cap on. So that's what they are, and now we're just going to go ahead and clip the leads. Let's clip this one. Let's clip this one. And what I like to do is make sure again that they didn't loosen up while I clip the wires. Just going to tighten that up. Tighten that up, and they look good. So far so good. They're not touching the post. I'm hoping that you can see this. So There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and dry fire these, or dry burn them, so we can make sure that they're burning evenly. So I'm going to go and get my mod. Put that right on there. I don't have the Coil Master or the Vape home reader that has the device in it so that it can burn the coils, which I'm hoping to get one day. Just don't have it yet, so I'm just going to screw that down, and then we're going to heat them up and fire them, because we do want to fire them before we put the cap on. So that's what they are. Now we're just going to go ahead and clip the leads. Let's clip this one. Let's clip this one. And what I like to do is make sure again that they didn't loosen up while I clip the wires. Just going to tighten that up. Tighten that up, and they look good. So far so good. They're not touching the post. I'm hoping that you can see this. So there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and dry fire these, or dry burn them, so we can make sure that they're burning evenly. So I'm going to go and get my mod. Put that right on there. I don't have the Coil Master or the Vape home reader that has the device in it so that it can burn the coils, which I'm hoping to get one day. Just don't have it yet, so I'm just going to screw that down, and then we're going to okay, that's a little bit better. Alright, so we've got a little bit more room to play with, so I'm just going to go ahead and bring this down a little bit so we can dry fire. And let's give it a fire and see what happens. Okay, it's supposed to be from the inside out, so since it's not, I'm just going to, pinch them with ceramic tweezers. See how they go, and I want to straighten them up a little bit. There we go. Try it again. Oh yes, it's getting better. Okay, so all we need to do now is just strum it a little bit. And try it again. There we go, it's perfect. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to wick this. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and get some cotton so that we can wick this baby, because again, it's firing beautifully. And post that. There we go. See it? Pulsing great, and it's actually showing as a 0.56. See if you can see that. It's a 0.56, which is good. Alright, so I went ahead and I just grabbed some cotton, just took a little piece out of here, and we're going to see if this is enough. It should be. I'm just going to start taking off the excess that was there, and I'm just going to roll it up so I can put it through. And then just stick that through here, but you can see it. Put that there. You would think that it's a big hole I could get it in, but here we go. Oops. Might just twist this so I can get it in there. Yep, free flowing. Look at that. Okay, nice and loose. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, like I always do, just fan it out some and thin it out a little bit. You don't want it too thick in the holes because then it has no way of getting up to the coils. So we have to thin it out a little bit, and it makes it a little bit longer that way. And then we'll go ahead and do this side. Thin that out a little bit. There you go. And go ahead and cut it. Oops, boy, I'm just throwing everything, huh? Cut that piece, cut this piece, and put it in the holes. I don't know if you can see them, but they were there. There's holes on this side, so we're just gonna put it right into there, but not blocking, not blocking that hole down there. We're just gonna lay it in there. So let's just lay it in there. It's hard on camera. Put it in there. Pretty sure everybody knows how to like put the cotton in, but put that in there. We don't want the cotton coming out of the hole. It's actually too thick still. Take some more off of that. Cut it down just a little bit more. And that's my dog. Because the little doggy's out, apparently. Okay, let's try this again. Just go ahead and put that in the hole. Take it right down there. You can see it there, but it's not coming out, so yeah, that's one. Let's go ahead and put the other one in. Oops, sorry, facing me again. Yeah, go again, already in there. Stick it back in the hole because we don't want it coming out of the hole. But we want it in there so it'll soak up some juice. Oh shoot. Kind of pulled it on the other side by accident. But hey, it takes practice. So I'm going to walk just a little bit more here because this side feels a little bit thick. So go ahead and do that. Okay, so now we've got it nice and wet, ready to go. And all that's left, if you notice, it's not in the middle, it's and the air hole is right there, so everything looks good. Single coil, so we'll go ahead and put the top on it. Well, let's go ahead and juice it up a little bit first. For this one, I'm going to be using some You Got E-Juice Apple Jacks. So let's try that out. Of course, I should have probably be a lot easier if I had a unicorn bottle, but I don't, so we're going to do it this way. Try not to get it down that airflow because that will cause leaking if it's in the airflow. Put some in the little hole, put some in the little hole. I just like to push it around, make sure it got in there. Okay, everything's in. Everything looks wet to me. Put the top on. You have to do in this. It's so easy, like I said. Put on the top. And if you notice, there's the juice flow. Watch it. Go around. See the silver? Gets to the cotton, you'll see an opening. See? There's the cotton. So we want to make sure that when we're going to go fill it, that we see the silver. That way the juice flow is closed. We're also going to close off the airflow. So make sure that that's showing silver as well. And then we just take off the top. from these big gigantic holes, we're going to go ahead and pour some e-juice. Just don't do it down the center hole. If you do, then it will come out the airflow, because that is the airflow. Put some juice in there. Yes, I'm trusting it. That's why I'm putting so much. And we're going to put the top on it. And then guess what? I'm going to see you up with the... Try it out. Take a vape. So let's go on top. Okay, so we've gone ahead and built the single coil on the Merlin RTA, and we're gonna go ahead and have a vape, see how it vapes. Don't forget, we want to open up the juice holes so that the cotton is showing, and open up the airflow because we close those off to fill the tank. So here we go. It's working out great. So if you liked my review or my build, please give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to leave a comment below and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And if you have any RTAs, RDAs, or anything of that nature that you do want me to build on, or you're looking to build on, let me know in the comments below and I'll see what I can do to make that happen. Otherwise, stay tuned for my next coil build. Bye.